Hello students, welcome to IASBYHEART Prelims Heist. So in this video, we are going to discuss about the second 10 questions from economics, right? So let me discuss the questions one by one. Question number 11. The recent slowdown in the Indian economy has often described as both structural and cyclical in nature. See, first of all, what is structural slowdown? Structural slowdown is nothing but because of high population and lack of technology developments and technological deficit, which leads to the economy into the structural slowdown, right? Then cyclical slowdown is nothing but you may be familiar about business cycle, right? Business cycle. See, business cycle consists of four parts: boom, recession, depression, recovery. So these four are called as the business cycle. Actually, in every economy will experience this four stage of business, okay, business cycle. So during the period of recession and depression, we may called as the cyclical slowdown, right? So both structural and cyclical slowdown we may be experienced with the recent past. Okay. Anyhow, in this context, which of the following components from the part four balance sheet challenge? Actually, you may be heard about twin balance sheet problem, TPM in shortly. So twin balance sheet problem. Actually, it was discussed in the 2016 economic survey. So twin balance sheet is nothing but, so one is from company's balance sheet, second one is bank balance sheet. This is called as twin balance sheet problem. So anyhow, we will mention here four balance sheet. What are the other twos? So third one is NBFC and fourth one is real estate. So on the basis of above discussions, we may conclude our answer is, so public sector banks yes, non-banking financial companies yes, real estate sector yes. So Reserve Bank of India is not the answer. So answer is D, 1, 2 and 3 only. Anyhow, we'll see some more facts regarding that. So answer is D. Explanation. India is facing a new four balance sheet challenge. So the four balance sheet are originally in infrastructure companies, that is company balance sheet, then public sector balance sheets, right? And plus NBFC and real estate companies. So answer is D. These four are called as the four balance sheet challenge, right? So go to the 12th question. So global social mobility index. Okay. So global social mobility report 2020 recently seen in news. Actually, this is the first report released by World Economic Forum. Okay, so this is very important. You may expect this question for prelims. Okay, World Economic Forum, it was introduced in the year of 1971. It is a non-profit organization and headquarters which is situated in Geneva, Switzerland. Okay, right. So the answer is World Economic Forum. See, what is social mobility? Social mobility is nothing but the ability of the child to lead a better life than his father. Okay, so this is called a social mobility. So and there's some more facts related to it. Answer is A. So this was released by World Economic Forum. Already we discussed it. Okay, so in 2020 report, so out of 82 countries, India was ranked as the 76th. There are so many factors regarding that social mobility report. So one is health, education, income, and so on, etc. Okay, so the top 5 countries are from Scandinavian countries, and the most important countries are China, United States, India, Japan, Germany are the to boosting the social mobility, which means the child may lead to the betterment of life than his father, right? So go to the third question. So consider the following pairs. Committee on headed by, right? So CSR, corporate social responsibility, which is headed by the NJT Srinivas. It is a correct statement. And cryptocurrency. So cryptocurrency is nothing but virtual currency. Example, Bitcoin. So Bitcoin in India is legal tender or not legal tender? Bitcoin in India, it's not a legal tender. Okay, legal tender means whether it is used for transaction. No, it is not used for the transaction. It was banned in 2015 itself by former RBI Governor Raghuram Rajan. Okay, which means if you are holding a cryptocurrency, that is Bitcoin, it's not a problem. But you are going to transaction with some other people, he cannot accept your transaction, means you can pay the Indian currency, right? So this is called as, it's not a legal tender. Okay, so anyhow, cryptocurrency and related issues formed under the committee of Subhesh Chandra Garg, okay, and the direct tax code under the accommodation of Akhilesh Ranjan. So this is alternative. So on the basis of above discussion, so we may arrive answer is one only. So answer is B. Let me see some more discussion. Okay, so first pair is correct. Second statement is not correct because of the interministerial committee regarding the cryptocurrency issues deals with Subhash Chandra Garg. Okay, and third statement, so Akhilesh Ranjan will provide some recommendation to replacing the Income Tax Act with regard to the new direct tax code. Okay, next question. So the RBI adopted a flexible inflation targeting based on the recommendation of which of the following. So this is the question. Okay. See, first of all, what is inflation targeting? Actually, there was a committee, monetary policy committee, which is headed by the RBI governor. Okay. So on the basis of this committee, the inflation targeting to be monitored. Okay, so the inflation targeting, it's a subcommittee formed under the chairmanship of Urjit Patel, right? Actually, monetary policy is the committee which is headed by the RBI governor. Under this monetary policy committee, there will be a subcommittee, inflation targeting. So inflation targeting, which is headed by Urjit Patel. So at the time, he was the deputy governor of RBI. So the answer is B. See, inflation targeting. See, inflation targeting is nothing but, so the inflation should be in the range of 2 to 6 percentage, which means the inflation not beyond 6 percentage and not less than 2 percentage. If in case the inflation is beyond 6 percentage or less than 2 percentage, means the monetary policy committee will answering to the parliament. Okay, so this is the provisions given by the under the monetary policy committee. So the tenure for the monetary, this inflation targeting is 5 years. 5 years from 2015 to 2020. Okay, so the expert committee, Dr. Urjit Patel, right answer is the Reserve Bank of India officially adopted inflation targeting monetary policy strategy in February 2015. Please note it. So February 2015, RBI officially adopted the inflation targeting mechanism. Okay, so then go to the next question. Right. So question is, which of the following is are correct with reference to the agriculture marketing and farmer friendly reform index? See, agriculture marketing. See, actually, in farming, especially agricultural areas, the farmers will don't have enough knowledge about marketing their product. Okay, so because they are very hard work to produce agriculture product, but they don't have enough knowledge to marketing the product. Anyhow, so the government will provide in 2003 Model APMC Act. APMC is nothing but Agricultural Produce Market Committee Act. Okay, so this Model APMC Act will provide to the farmer to expect a good price from their produce, right? So from the above discussion, so the answer is the reform index. Actually, this index was based on the Model APMC Act. So it was introduced in the year of 2016 and launched by Niti Aayog. So second statement is a correct statement. It ranks the Indian states and union territory based on the implementation of the provision proposed by the Model APMC Act. Yes, both the statement are correct statement. So 15th question answer is C. Okay. So let me see some more additional facts. So explanation. Actually, this year Maharashtra ranked first, right? and then Gujarat will be the second rank. Actually, Gujarat score is 71.5% out of 100. Actually, the range is the score between 0 to 100. 0 means the state not to take any reform measures regarding to the Model APMC Act. If the state will get very good marks, this is 100 means the state will implement more reforms regarding to the Model APMC Act, right? So this is the answer. Okay, go to the next question. Question number 16, helicopter money. Helicopter money. Actually, recently you may hear about the helicopter money, because it is the money which is provided by the government or the RBI without interest to the people. Okay. See, in simple words, the money which is transferred from government to public without any interest. It may be called as a gift, something else. Okay. For the betterment of the people or betterment of the economy, the government or RBI will do this kind of steps. Okay. Anyhow, so for the 16th question answer is, it is the delayed tax paid. No, it is not a correct statement. It is unplanned borrowed money. No. It refers to the unorthodox monetary stimulus strategy to spur inflation and economic output. Yes, this is the correct statement, and this is not a correct statement. Okay, so the helicopter money is nothing but the money which is transferred from government or RBI to people without any interest. Okay, so this is the explanation. So in explanation, actually this word was first introduced by Milton Friedman. Don't forget Milton Friedman, but was popularized by the Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke. Okay, so Ben Bernanke is the popularized in 2002. Helicopter money is the theoretical unorthodox monetary policy tool. The central bank to stimulate the economy. Please note it, to stimulate the economy. Helicopter money is nothing but to stimulate the economy. Helicopter money involves the central bank or central government supplying large amounts of money to the public if the money was being distributed or scattered from a helicopter. Okay. Anyhow, this is the concept. Helicopter money is nothing but to distribute or to transfer the money from government to people for the betterment of society or betterment of economy. Right. So next question. Question number 17. International Cooperation Scheme. Often seen in news 6.2. Actually, the scheme was implemented in the sector of MSME. So the answer is A. So let me see some more points regarding international cooperation scheme. So the Ministry of MSME implementing the international cooperation scheme. So international cooperation scheme. So the objective of the scheme is to enhancing the competency of MSME by capturing of new market for their products and to exploring the new technologies to improving the manufacturing capacity. Actually, MSME consists of micro, small, medium enterprises, right? So in India, more than 100+ million people depends on the MSME sector. So basically the MSME sector will affect with investments, technology inadequate, and market for their products. So these are all the main problem, and MSME products might be sales only in India. They do not trade with many countries. So recently, by the scheme of international cooperation scheme, the government will open the avenue for the MSME product to sell in for abroad also. So this is a very good important scheme. And go to the next question. Special mention account. Actually, special mention account introduced by RBI in 2014. It refers to what? So special mention account means the account which is specially mentioned by the respective banks. Why the banks specially mentioned? Because the loan borrower, he is not able to repay the principal or interest within 30 days or 60 days or 90 days. Okay, so these people will called as these people may be will mentioned particularly. So then only the RBI introduced the special mention account. So the answer is the account of the customers who have no history of defaults. This is not answer. These those accounts which have potential to become a NPA and trusted. Yes, this is the answer. Actually, if the loan to be declared as an NPA once after the 90 days, then before 90 days it may be called as the special mention account, right? So let me discuss some more additional point. So the classification of a special mention account introduced in RBI 2014, right? So RBI 2014. So to identify those accounts have potential become a NPA or stressed asset. See, in special mention account, SMA 0, there are three types: SMA 1, SMA 2. See, special mention account 0 means the loan borrower, so he has not repay the principal or interest within 30 days. Maybe he may be mentioned under the SMA 0, and if he has not repay principal and interest within the range of 30 to 60 days, he may be called as SMA 1. Then next 60 to 90 days, SMA 2. See, once after 90 days he is not able to pay a principal or interest, then only he may be called as a NPA. His asset may be called as a non-performing asset or bad asset, right? See, after 90 days of without paying of principal and interest, it's called as non-performing asset, we may know. See, before 90 days, so 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, we may call it as the special mention account. Okay, next question. So which of the following statements is correct regarding GLID fund? See, GLID fund is nothing but high secured fund, high secured funds. Okay, so answer, GIL fund invest only in government securities. See, actually, students, you may know about, if the statement contains only all, so these are all the absolute terms, right? So in this case, most 99% of statement is incorrect. Okay, so GILT funds invest only in government securities. No, it may be actually government securities also a high secured securities, but GIL fund not only invest in government securities but also for high secured corporate securities also. Alright, so first statement is a wrong statement. These investments are highly volatile in nature. No, it is not a volatile in nature. Third statement, the investment in GIL fund gives good returns, yes, during slowdown in the interest rate. Then only the people willing to invest in the GIL funds, right? So answer 3 is the correct answer. Okay, these funds invest in the short term securities. No, it is a medium and long term. Okay, so then only the most of the people willing to interest in the gilt edged securities or gilt funds, right? So let me see some more facts. Gilt fund invest primarily in government securities issued by RBI for medium and long term, right? Can invest in corporate securities also. So this is all the answer. These investments are safer. They provide long term return on the moderate basis. Okay. Question number 20. So last question. So which of the following are the objectives of Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transmission? Actually, AMRUT, in before it may be called as the Januram, Jawaharlal Nehru Urban Renewable Mission. Okay, so now it called as the AMRUT, Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transmission. So the answer is to ensure that every household has access to tap with assured supply of water. Yes, correct statement. To increase the amenity value of cities by developing greenery and well-maintained open spaces. Yes. To reduce the pollution by switching to public transport or constructing facility for non-motorized transport. Yes. So answer is all the above. Actually, Atal mission is nothing but it is a rejuvenation mission, or it is a urban transmission mission. See, it is completely different from smart city. Okay, so you cannot confuse with the smart city and Amrut mission, right? So some more explanation regarding that. So answer is all the above. So explanation is, actually this program was implemented by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, decided to extend the Atal mission from 2015 to 20, right? The fund will be 50% of the cost will be propounded by the central. So central government will assist the 50% of the project cost in cities and towns with up to 10 lakh population. In case the population is above 10 lakh, the amount will be given by center is 1/3. right? So this is the explanation for Amrut mission. Okay, so thank you, have a nice day.